So Kamala Harris had a very interesting comment about foreign policy that picked up quite a bit of traction on social media. Check it out.
And here's the other thing, because I also, I'm in a lot of meetings on foreign policy. For years and generations, wars have been fought over oil. In a short matter of time, they will be fought over water. So when we think about building up our economy around our infrastructure on something like water policy, it's literally about jobs. It's about the fundamental source of life that Tammy Duckworth was talking about. It will sustain life. And it's about strengthening up our nation around a commodity that is a precious commodity.
Wow, just blatantly admitting it, are we? You know, the gall of these people never cease to amaze me with the things that they say and the utter nonsense that emits from their mouth. So, if you were listening there, what she was saying, I've been in quite a few rooms where we were talking about foreign policy. And she says, for years and generations, wars have been fought over oil. And eventually they'll be fought over water. Well, allow me to provide for you a little bit more insight. Wars, it's not have as in past tense. They are as in currently, as in they're currently occurring, as in they're going on right now as I speak to you through this camera lens. Yeah, wars are currently being fought over oil. Yes, that's what's happening. And notice how she says there, wars have been fought over oil and eventually it'll be over water. Why don't you throw in, and we need to stop that. And we need to prevent these wars from being fought over oil and eventually water. What the fuck was that? What kind of display of ignorance was that just then? Why not propose a solution to those issues? If we can recognize that it's a problem, because you said it like it was a problem. Wars are being fought over oil. Why are they being fought over oil? Oh my God. And then she says it as if America, as if we're not the ones that are like the leading commander in charge when it comes to fighting these wars over oil and eventually water, as she just stated in that video. It's absolutely insane. And allow me to provide for you a little bit of history if you're not aware, because I know some people aren't, some people might be. But, and I can give many examples. The United States of America has supported some of the most harsh and brutal regimes in the history of the world. I mean, honestly, we're currently supporting the most astute crises probably on planet Earth right now with the Yemen and Saudi Arabia deal. Saudi Arabia is bombing the shit out of Yemen. They're causing mass starvation, mass death. It's a genocide, essentially. I mean, that's what it is. It's not an understatement whatsoever. I mean, it's not an overstatement. It's a genocide. They're doing a genocide in Yemen, and we're aiding them by giving them weapons. Okay? And they haven't stopped it yet. The Biden administration, they haven't done anything to stop it. They haven't punished Saudi Arabia. They haven't done anything. Okay? So let me give you a little bit of history on our relationship with Iran, since we're on the subject of oil. So in 1951, a man by the name of Mohammad Mossadegh became the prime minister of Iran. Okay? And he wanted to do something that was so very awful in the eyes of America and the British. He wanted to nationalize Iran's oil, which was controlled by the British. And essentially, he wanted to give the money back to the people, which is, it sounds amazing, but no. The Brits and the U.S. can have that. So what they did was they got him the fuck out of there. They staged, or they backed the coup, and they got him out of there, and they implemented a guy by the name of the Shah. Once the Shah was implemented, fast forward, he was a brutal dictator, very, very awful to his people. And eventually he was overthrown by a coup. You might remember the Islamic Revolution that happened in 1979. And then he was overthrown, and ever since then, and as I just stated these events before then, U.S. tensions between Iran have been ever so escalating, and it doesn't seem like it's getting any better. We had the Iran deal. Trump pulled us out of that. Joe Biden is hesitant to get us back in. Long story short, there you go. And all of that started because Mohammed Mossadegh wanted to nationalize the nation's oil. And I mean, I could go further, backing coups in Latin America. So we backed Iraq in their war against Iran while they used chemical warfare. And then we later invaded Iraq, and we're still there to this day. Why are we there? The oil. I mean, they're admitting it now, so I can say it. Why are we in Syria? The oil. Why are we in Afghanistan? A lot of people will say mineral wealth, you know? So it's absolutely ridiculous. And I think it's funny how she kind of thought she was saying something there. Like she genuinely believed she was like, oh, this is going to hit him hard. And a lot of people are criticizing her for this on social media, and rightfully so. Wars have been fought over oil. As if we're not the ones that are contributing to this, the largest, if not one of the largest contributors to these wars that are being fought over oil, and have as if it's past tense and as if we've somehow moved past it. Nowhere in that video does she say that those wars were bad. Nowhere in that video does she say that those wars were a mistake. Nowhere does she say that they shouldn't continue to happen. Nowhere does she propose any resolutions to prevent them from happening in the future. She just says that wars have been fought over oil, wars have been fought over oil, and they will eventually be fought over water, as to insinuate that when they are fought over water, we will win those wars. Neoliberalism at its finest, everyone.